Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Technically T hitting you with more case review videos for the iPhone 12 Pro. You already see we got cases up on deck from Torras. So of course, huge shout out to Torras for dropping me these bad boys to review. Now, usually I know the name of these cases, but I think Torras is a little bit fresh on the channel. So we're basically going to get into the cases one by one and we're going to see what each one is. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, first up, this one is going to be called the Crystal Clear. So that's easy enough when it comes to the case. It's just like I said, a lot of these I don't know the names because I haven't reviewed a lot of Torras cases on the channel, but you know, they reached out. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and look out and let's get you up on the channel, man. So here it is. This is going to be the Crystal Clear for the iPhone 12 Pro. So let's go ahead and take a look around it. Now, for it to be a clear case, this is a little bit flimsy. So just make a note of that. Usually I don't really cover flimsy clear cases. So this is going to be kind of a, when I say flimsy, I'm talking about just the material of it is flimsy. So let's go ahead and get into it. So on the right side, you get that volume up, volume down. You get that cutout for your mute toggle. On that right side, you get that raised power. When you flip over to the bottom, you get that speaker cutout, which is accurate, so that's nice as well. And when you get talking about the camera, you get a nice little camera cutout there. So let's go ahead and take the 12 Pro and let's see how it does actually on the case itself, on the actual phone. So let's go around it, volume up and down. Not the best, but it's not terrible either. You need a little bit more tactile, but it's not absolutely terrible. Coming to that power button, same thing. It's not bad. It's not super bad. When it comes to that mute toggle, a little tight, but that's not terrible either. You know, you can kind of get up in there. And when it comes to the bottom, those are spot on and accurate. And then when it comes to that speaker cutout, not speaker, but your camera cutout, those are good as well. Now, take a look at that late on the tail protection. I have a tempered glass screen protector up here. It's basically non-existent when we're talking about a lay on tail protection because this is going to be more of a thin style case. So you already know that you're not really going to get tons of lay on the tail protection up here. But I do think you have just enough to set it down on his face and it should be good to go. So let's go ahead and say, how does it actually fit on the phone? Now, when it comes to the sides, you really have to pull to get some type of material. But it is a little bit flexy and a little bit flimsy when it comes to the sides. When it comes to the bottom, it's hard to actually get a good grip on it because of it being so flush with the actual screen itself. It's kind of hard to get any type of grip on it to see what's absolutely going on, but it's not super deal breaker. But the fit is pretty decent. Probably would like it to be a little bit more tight. Now, when it comes to how this phone and this case combination fits on your hand, it definitely is a little bit slippery because these sides offer no type of grip. So when you're talking about holding it in your hand, it's going to be a little bit slippery. That's just what it is when it comes to this case. Although the case is very thin and really doesn't add too much bulk to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and let's pop it on MagSafe. Let's see if it works through the I think there it is right there. So it does work with MagSafe, and as I always say, the connection with MagSafe is not going to be as strong as with any case that has a built-in magnet in it. And dropping down on regular wireless charging, it works just fine with wireless charging. So here is going to be their Crystal Clear case from Torras. All right, now next up, this is going to be called the Shockproof. Now I think I really like this case. I think out of all of them, I took this case actually out of the packaging already. Yeah, sometimes I cheat, man, and I'll get the packaging out early, and it's just the way it is. It's the nature of it when you get a bunch of cases in. Sometimes you really want to try them out and see what they have going on. So this is going to be the Shockproof case from Torras. So let's go ahead and take a look around it. On the outside, you get a very, a nice stiff rubber TPU style material. On that back, you get a nice translucent frosted back. If you guys know me, this is the back that I love. If it's not going to be just black or any type of color, this is the back of a case that I really enjoy. So nice job when it comes to that. And you get some Torras branding down here, but let's just go ahead and pop the phone in here and see how it does. Now, I do think this is probably going to be one of their best offerings for me when it comes to it, just of the material and how it feels and how it's made and different things like that. So here it is. This is going to be the Shockproof on the 12 Pro from Torras. So let's go ahead and take a look. Volume buttons up and down, very nice. Now that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the buttons. Mute toggle switch, small little port, but it's not too hard to get to. Power button, also nice and tactile, good as well. You get that recessed camera in here. On the bottom, you get those nice cutouts on the bottom. No issues there. And overall, definitely feels pretty good. Now, let's take a look at that late on the tail protection. And it does have a nice little lip that goes all the way around it. So you're definitely good to go when we talk about sitting down on the table. Now, and it comes to heavy drop protection. I'm not really sure how much this will help you, but it does feel like it could handle some medium drops. So I'm going to give this medium protection. Nothing really heavy duty. Get a nice little medium protection with that. So that's good to go there. How does it actually fit on the phone? Now, it does seem like it pulls and it gives on the sides, but with the material, it doesn't feel like it's going to be very droopy or anything like that. So I do think when it comes to this case, the tug test on the sides is stiff enough, and the top and bottom is also very stiff enough as well. So, and it's also easy to pop on and off. So even though it is kind of easy to flex on the sides, to pop it on and off still is very easy there to go. And how does it actually feel when you're actually holding this in your hand? Definitely feels pretty good. Adds a little bit of thickness, not a lot, but does add a little bit of thickness to it. And this material, although it doesn't have any type of grippy material on the sides, feels pretty good to hold and doesn't feel like you're going to really drop it or anything like that. So nice job when it comes to this case and all. Most all the categories, man. Dropping it on MagSafe, of course, it works fine with MagSafe. Like I said, not a strong connection. And dropping it on regular wireless charging works just fine there. So this is going to be the Shockproof from Torras. Really like this. And as you can see the back, sometimes you might can see a smudge or two, but that's nothing compared to what some other cases do and the material that they use. So nice job, Torras, on this case. I really like this case. Now, next up is going to be the Slim Fit. So we already know this is going to be for my minimalist lovers out there, man. So here it is. This is going to be the Slim Fit. So you know it's going to be kind of made out of that plastic. And you get that volume up and down, mute toggle, you know, you get all the usual suspects. And even with this, the bottom is actually closed. It's going to be closed, and it has those relief cuts on there so you can install them and put them in there. So let's go ahead and pop it actually on the phone. And I can already see a slight issue with the fit of this case already. So here it is, man. This is going to be the Slim Fit from Torras. Really very slim fit. I love just like the name of it. It gives it a slim profile. So let's go ahead and check it out. Volume up and down, very nice and tactile. Even with the case being so slim, the mute toggle switch is easy to get to. And when we are talking about that power button, also nice and tactile. You don't really have any issues there. Flipping over on the bottom, those port cutouts are good to go. Nice and accurate. And when it comes to the back, when it comes to the camera, very nice. Even though it's so thin, you do get a little recession there. Now, taking a look at that late on the tail protection, we're not going to spend a lot of time with this. It doesn't have it. It has a faint lip that goes around it, but if you put it down, it does feel like it's actually on the material of the case, but I just wouldn't trust it a lot. Run a tempered glass screen protector. Just kind of be careful when you are putting this down on the ground. When we're talking about drop protection, this is a very thin case. So your drop protection probably isn't going to be there, but that's just something to make note of. So yeah, that's it when it comes to that. Now, how it fits on the phone, the fit isn't the best. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. It just comes off entirely too easy. Even with me pressing it in, so it's pressed in, you can do the barely little bit and it's gonna pop right off. So Torras, I would like to see the fit. I'm not sure if this is a defect. I would like to see the fit of this case a lot better, because right now when just using it, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna pull your phone out of the pocket and it's gonna be sitting off like this. You can do you can handle it and do the slightest bit and boom, it's off. So the fit of this is definitely not that great. So it's kind of really hard to recommend the case when that fit just pops off a little bit too easy. And even on both sides, I get you're probably making this case easy to come out, but it comes out a little too easy in my opinion. So something to take note of. But other than that, on the top, it fits pretty good. I don't have, you hear it kind of snap in. So the top is fine, but these bottoms do come out a little bit too easy. And how does it actually fit on the phone? Very thin. This material is kind of grippy. It doesn't feel super slippery. So that material is pretty good as well. And I just really like how thin it makes the device feel. So let's take a look at that MagSafe. Of course, you already know it's going to work with that MagSafe because it's so thin. And let me make sure it registers real fast. And here it goes. Boom, there it is. Works with that MagSafe just fine there. And dropping it down on wireless charging. Let's go ahead and Make sure we reset it, take it off, boom, put it back down. Works just fine with wireless charging. So here is going to be the slim fit for Torras. Love the case, but we need to work on that fit just a little bit. Now, next up, I'm not sure. It just says Torras case for iPhone 6.1. I do not know what this is, but let's go ahead and get into it and let's see what we are working with. So this does look like okay, you got a clear kickstand type case right here. So that works. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. So as you can see here, you do get a clear type of kickstand case. So nice good there. Probably one of the most sturdy kickstands that I felt on a case. Good job, Torras. This thing is super sturdy with this hinge. So very good job with that. Very nice kickstand. Really impressed. Raise volume up and down there, flipping over on the side, raise power button, flipping it down over on the bottom. You get accurate speaker cutouts there. So let's go ahead and pop this. You know it's been too long. You know it has been too long, man. So there it is. Let's get it in correctly and let's get this thing going. So here it is, man. This is I don't know if it's called their clear kickstand case, but you already know the link will be down below. Let me make sure it's snapped in all of the way. Let's go ahead and take a look around it. So volume up and down, pretty nice and tactile. Probably could be a little bit more tactile if you wanted it to be. I'm gonna leave that plastic on the back. I'm not really gonna take that off. Let's go to that power button. Nice and tactile there, no issues as well. Flipping it over on the bottom, you already know those cutouts are nice and accurate. And when it comes to that camera, it is nicely recessed in there. Taking a look at that lay on the tail protection now, it doesn't really have much of a lip. Now it has like a little bit of ski ramp type of deal right here on the sides where it comes up just so slightly. So I'm not sure if it does it on the bottom. Yeah, it does it on the bottom as well. So it has a little ski ramp on the top and on the bottom that gives it just enough material so you can sit it down and rock it like this. Now, when it comes to drop protection, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a heavy style drop protection, but you do get just enough material to lay it down and you definitely should be good to go. Now, how does it fit on the phone itself? And the fit is pretty good. Like the fit is pretty decent. So on that top, you can barely pull anything. On the sides, also very, very stiff. Of course, it's going to give on those areas. And when it comes to the bottom, you do get a little bit of give there, but it snaps back really, really good. So the fit of this is actually very good, if I can say so, man. So nice job, Torras, when it comes to the fit of this. And how does it feel in your hand? It feels thin. You do have a clear case, so clear cases aren't going to offer that much grip. So it is pretty slippery when it comes to the sides. So just to be something to take a note of when it comes to that. But overall, pretty decent case, man. I really can't argue with this case. This is a nice clear case offering from them. Let's take a look at MagSafe and let's see if it can kind of catch. It might not catch it with this kickstand kind of interfering with it, but it can catch it from the side right there. Boom. So we did catch MagSafe right here from this side a little bit. So it does work with that. And dropping it down on regular wireless charging. Now the kickstand might be the culprit of why. Okay, so you see, I had to kind of take it off and put it kind of right there to where it's off of the kickstand and it's kind of buttoned up against it. And as you can see right there. So let me take it off and let me show you what I did real quick. It's off wireless charging. You got that kickstand and butt it up against it. And it works with wireless charging. So that's a trick that I knew was going to happen for that to work with wireless charging. And talking about that kickstand, let's go ahead and pop it out. Yo, one of the most sturdiest kickstands that I've reviewed on this channel. Better than any other kickstands out there on the market. This is by far the best kickstand so far when it comes to kickstand cases. So very, very nice job, Torras, when it comes to this. Clear case with the best in market kickstand. And last but not least, we have the Diamond Clear. So I think this might be maybe a hard clear case. I don't know. Let's see what this is working with. And let's see if we have any difference. Okay, yeah, here we go. And that's the type of clear case that I'm expecting to see when it comes from these brands. So here it is, man. This is going to be the Diamond Clear from Torras. So you get some nice sturdy edges that goes all the way around. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to these clear cases. You get your raised, you already know, your cutouts. You get that little Torras branding there on the side. Nice accurate speaker grill cutouts. So let's go ahead and pop the 12 Pro in here. I did it again. Why do I keep putting these cases in upside down, man? All right, so here we are. Here we are. and that's a little protected back on it, but I'm gonna leave it back there, man. We're not gonna take that off. So here we are right here with this case. And yeah, this thing definitely feels pretty good. So if you want to show off the color of that phone, you can definitely do so when it comes to the back. So let's go ahead and take a look. Volume up, volume down, nice and tactile there. Getting to that mute toggle switch, pretty easy to get to. Power button, nice and tactile there. And flipping it over on the bottom, you get those accurate speaker cutouts. And when it comes to that camera, definitely nice recessed in there. Now, how does it work on the lay on tail protection? Man, very, very faint lip, if any. It definitely feels more flush than it is overlapping the actual lip of the phone. So, you know, it lay on tail protection, it might have enough just to put it down on the table, but when it comes to drop protection, you know, this is one of those light to medium drop style cases. So take it or leave it. You gotta like it or you gotta love it. Now, how does it actually fit on the phone itself? So on the top, nice and snug. Like, it's very snug on the top. When it comes to the sides, also a very snug fit. And also when it comes to the bottom, you droop it, but it snaps right back into place. So this actually has a very, very nice fit. Now, you can't grip much when it comes to the edges, and that's because it's so flush with the screen, like I always say. But the fit is pretty good. I would have no issues with using this case and actually with the fit on it. And how does it feel in your hand? The phone does feel very thin. It is a clear case, so you already know you might get a couple fingerprints. I'm not 100% sure how scratch resistant this is on the back, but it actually is pretty grippy. This material on the sides, it's smooth, but it has like a textured smooth to it. So it actually feels and grips in the hand very, very well. So MagSafe it up real quick. Works just fine, as you see there, with MagSafe, and dropping it down on the wireless charging works just fine with wireless charging. So here is the Diamond Clear from Torras. Probably one of their best cases in this lineup that I reviewed. So very, very nice clear case here. So here are the cases from Torras. We got that Diamond Clear, that's very nice. And we also have that Shockproof. The slim fit is going to need a little bit of work when it comes to the actual fit of it. And the clear case here, just a little bit too flimsy for a clear case. And this one here, very nice clear case with the most sturdy kickstand. So if you're looking for a clear case, these two are going to hold you down very well. But if you want to be a little bit more drop protection and a little bit more, you know, stealthy look, then definitely check out that Shockproof. But you already know the links to all of these will be down below in the description. You guys do all the YouTube things, comment, like, hit that sub button, hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future accessory videos for the iPhone. But until next time, everyone, please stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.